I would assume just like cigarettes, people who want them will go and buy them. Can you actually find this stuff? Like, where's marijuana going to be available?
In Ontario, in our province, it's only...
Hi guys, it's Sarah and
Aaron.
And welcome back to another episode of The
Jar. The Jar.
The Jar. The place where you'll find topics on relationship, couples, and parenting. You know,
is that it?
Things. I don't know.
Things? Is that it? Or is there more?
I don't know. And life subjects.
Life is pretty encompassing. I was just thinking about what happened this week regarding the Canadian government legalizing marijuana. So that's a big topic among every household in Canada. I don't know if any...
Yeah, I'll move over a little bit.
I don't know if anyone in the States ever spoke about it. I know there are states in America that have legalized it.
I'm moving over to give you space.
I'm trying to take it.
But what?
That have legalized marijuana. California, Colorado.
And this has been a while for them.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So
I don't know if Washington.
Canada is just catching up to pace. Yeah.
Yeah. 3 states, I think, right?
Is that it?
I think so.
Okay. So yeah, this past week, Canada has legalized marijuana. What do they call it? Oh, cannabis. Is that what they refer to it as?
Cannabis, yeah.
Yeah, on the brochure. They made sure they sent a brochure to every household. So I did, we showed it to our girls so they are aware of what's happening. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's your thoughts on this whole situation? Did you see this coming? Because growing up back in our age, back in high school,
I didn't see it coming, but I do understand both sides of wanting to and not wanting to, right?
Yeah.
I can understand both arguments. I was driving with a friend of ours in the car for some time, and he was totally against it, and he had his reasons. And then I kind of said, you know what? Why don't we try to legalize it and see if there are any benefits to that?
See what happens.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking back. It brings me back to like high school, and I remember when all the people back then were doing it, or sneaking around.
People are still doing it,
and I mean, it was obviously illegal, and there's just, I don't know. It's just weird when everyone they feel like they have to sneak around to do it. The thing with me is like, when do we stop legalizing things? Because this is one thing, the whole marijuana thing, but I heard that they're pushing for like heroin and all the other stuff, which is totally different topic than this. But I've heard of that because they don't want, the same way they don't want people to have to run around hiding to smoke marijuana.
Right.
Is the same way they don't want people to have to hide in back alleys and die from doing heroin. And that's the part that's scary for me. So like that, I can understand the whole two-side situation.
Yeah. And then the whole criminal aspects of it, right? Like people are making money off of it, right?
The black market.
The black market is making money off of it. And then maybe marijuana is not going to be very cool anymore. I don't know. Now that it's legal?
I want to think about cigarettes. I think cigarettes are very cool among the people who smoke it.
Are cigarettes cool?
I'm not saying it's cool, but I'm saying the people who smoke it, they're still buying it. So why is it not gonna? I'm confused.
You're right.
I think the people who do it anyways, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it.
You're right, and you know what? I think people that haven't done it, I don't know if they're really gonna do it or not. That's another thing. Right?
That's it. Well, I feel like
people who haven't decided to do it,
they would be more enticed because there are some people who they don't like to do something because it is against the law. But now that it's not against the law, outside of there are other factors obviously to consider. But now that they don't have to worry about that aspect, they might be intrigued to even try it.
That's possible.
Right?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Anyway, we talked to our kids about it, and we spoke to them about the law that's changed and that we don't partake in things like that. So we don't drink, we don't smoke in the first place. So us taking up another bad habit, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Right? So
Well, so I mean, okay, so that's our main point. Do you have any concerns pertaining to the topic?
Well, that's the other thing is I mean it's not going to be illegal. So a lot of people that used to sell it in schools, they're not going to sell it anymore. And actually the
You can't see it.
fine, like
The what?
the
The fine?
yeah, like the ramifications of you selling to
Underage.
underage is actually it's really severe. It's like 20 years or 15 years in prison.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
Okay,
I was
so
really surprised, to be honest.
fill
Like,
me
I mean,
in.
I'm not surprised that they want to make sure people don't do it, but it is really, it's a grave.
Anyways, it's kind of funny because we just looked in the background. I'm looking in the camera here, and I noticed that the dishwasher is left open. Parenting life, y'all. So we're just gonna overlook that. If you guys noticed that before, I apologize, but it's real life because we live in a house with 4 kids
4 kids.
and a dog.
And a dog.
So, anyways, back to the topic. So you were saying the penalties pertaining to
Yeah,
this
it's pretty
is-
severe. So I don't think a lot of kids are going to have access to it at school. Right? It's like alcohol.
I
Now.
hope not.
I mean, yeah, it's like alcohol, right? Alcohol is not easy to get unless they're stealing it
But
from
they
their
were
parents.
still getting it. People got it.
Yeah, but I mean,
I
the
think-
people that got it for people, they risked
lot.
themselves. They risked the law themselves, right?
That's true.
So it takes a certain person, not just like a lot of free for all kind of people.
I
the
guess
risks
so.
are higher, right?
I
In
mean-
that sense, right? Because it's going to be much more painful financially and time.
But yeah, outside of that, what did I say? I have a little note here. I have a
So
little
here's a
note.
little note.
I guess with that said, it was like I was asking if there are any worries about your kids getting their hands on this future wise.
Like I said, I think really they're gonna try to find it from their parents. They're gonna probably try to steal it from their parents' stash.
Kids,
Just
too.
like
That's
just like
the
their
thing,
just like
right?
their parent, like they try to steal from their parents' liquor and wine cabinets, right?
Not our kids. I mean, you're talking in
No,
general
I'm
because
saying
I
in
was
general.
asking you about your kids. I was
Oh,
asking you
my
specifically
kids?
about.
I don't have any
that outta here.
concerns per se because we're pretty particular about their friends, right? You got to control who your kids are friends with these days.
At least try.
Otherwise, you're gonna lose all your influence.
Yeah. All
Their
you can do is try, right?
their friends are gonna be more influential than you are. I mean, that will eventually be the case, regardless.
Yeah.
Like it's really just steering them, right? It's very, very,
Okay.
very, very. You take that.
Are we talking about the narrow
very-
path here? What path?
No. I'm talking about like how you steer them. You steer
Oh,
them very, very
okay.
slowly, right? But then eventually, you're guiding them
I mean, I have another question
in,
for
in
you,
that
but
direction.
I have another question. But side note, Aaron and I just ate some chocolate, which is so bad because I am so cheating. And
Is
it's
it?
making me feel kind of ill right now.
Is it?
Yes, I just feel like I've eaten a little too many arrows. Today was a rough day for this mom right here. I was on the street. We went out to church and I didn't get to eat breakfast, and I'm a nursing mom, and I really felt like I was dying
So what did
out
you eat?
there. Chocolate.
What else did you?
I honestly try to eat everything that was at my...
Starbucks
Oh,
oatmeal,
I did eat an oatmeal from Starbucks, but you know what? It's not very filling.
and then a Burger King Whopper.
And
And those things are so good, guys.
and then I chose a Whopper only because it's low in sodium, and I figured it'll give me a wiggle room to even have like an extra 200 milligrams to eat supper. I can come home and make my own
So what
thing.
are you eating for supper?
I don't know yet, but it's got to be something soon because the
don't know
thing
what
is,
I'm
I
eating for
still
supper
feel
either.
like I'm dying right about now. So we're going to wrap up this video, but going to end with the last portion. I think I was going to ask, where do you see the future going from
Where do you see
here?
the future going? That's a good question. Where do you see the future?
Yeah, we've had this discussion before, and your ideas of the future is just so far out there sometimes. When I think of your ideas of the future, I think of the Jetsons. Like flying
Whoa,
around.
I'm
and,
not that like.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
In the future, we'll be driving through the
Self-driving cars?
So, oh yeah, you go. Yeah,
Is that even possible?
you said it is.
It is.
Aaron is like so keen on the self-driving car business.
I'm not. keen on it. I
Was
think it's
it-
going to take a whole generational change, but that's a wholly different
That's a
topic.
long time away.
I mean, who's going to want to give up the like their
That's
ability
what I
to drive?
said to you.
I don't think people.
We had this discussion.
But eventually, there will be there will be a generation that says, "I want to do X, Y, Z." Well, the car's driving.
That's it. Just doesn't sound safe. It sounds like a
Look
future.
at our 14-year-old daughter. Our 14-year-old daughter
sounds like a
doesn't want to
future of
drive.
collision.
I want her to drive, but
I think she is just apprehensive because she's, as with anyone, they get nervous. I remember being 14. I remember wanting to drive, but I do remember when I finally got my hands
is
around.
that all though? I think she doesn't want the responsibility of having to.
Who? Michaela?
Michaela.
Of what?
Maybe having to drive her sisters.
No, it's not. It's not that
that's
at
not
all.
it?
No, it's the idea. She just gets nervous and thinks that she gets nervous about collisions.
Oh.
That's a big thing that actually scares a lot of people from
Right.
driving.
Right.
You guys, if any of
there's
you guys
Benji.
are in the comment section,
Benji.
we see a cute dog.
We see a-
Ooh.
See a dog, I think that looks just like our
Like
dog.
Ben, yeah. If you guys don't know, we're sitting in our formal sitting area, staring out the window. We're currently trying to get our little kind of it's like / studio playroom, downstairs. Where we can perform. You can perform. Where we can record.
Yeah.
And, maybe we'll even have podcast microphones or something if the footage is, the sound will be clear. But we're working on that. But as for now, we're still going to deliver just material to you guys so you guys can, follow us and we can just kind of build a little thing here.
Mm-hmm.
That's...
But where the future is, I don't know. We'll see how things go with the marijuana.
Stop the tapping, please.
With cannabis.
What?
We'll see how it goes with cannabis, right? Tapping it again.
I just told you to stop the tapping and you tapped. What's wrong with you? Oh my God.
Anyway.
Stop.
Sorry.
Anyways. Futuristic wise, I don't know where it's gonna go. I guess
You think it's going to get better?
I don't know. I really don't know. And I don't know. I hear the like I said, the discussion about other things, and I'm just a little concerned about that because honestly, harsh drugs being super available at hand just sounds scary, and this is just the first step. So I mean, I don't know what to expect. I would assume just like cigarettes, people who want them will go and buy them. Where can you actually find this stuff? Where's marijuana going to be available?
In Ontario, in our province, it's only online.
Online?
Right now.
Online?
That's it. Online only.
Are you serious? So who's to say someone can't just order it for someone and get it shipped to wherever?
Because the person receiving it has to be over 19. They check ID.
When they deliver it to the door?
Yeah. They don't just leave it on your doorstep.
Oh, okay. I wanted to... Okay.
Yeah, they don't just leave it on your doorstep.
That would be bad.
That would be bad.
That would be very bad.
And then in the spring, there's going to be stores. Like private stores.
Okay.
Private retail.
Like those stores that sell bongs and stuff.
I guess so.
I feel like those stores have been around a little bit.
I know Shoppers Drug Mart.
Oh, really?
Sell, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you heard it here, folks.
Medicinal.
Yeah. We just thought it would be fun to kind of touch base on this topic because it is obviously taking place in our community and our country and our province at the current moment, and just makes for an interesting topic. Overall, I guess we should probably end with some kind of concluding advice because we're talking about it, but it doesn't mean that we're here promoting it, people. We try to touch base on both sides because I hope we touch base on both sides.
Yeah, I mean...
We were very neutral about the topic because
neutral.
We have our opinions, but we know that people have theirs too, but we shared, our perspective from where we are. We don't smoke, we don't do drugs, and so therefore we're not going to be promoting it either. But it doesn't, for those of you who choose to do what you do and you make that choice, and if you're going to choose to smoke marijuana, cannabis, whatever you want to call it, just do it safely and don't be sharing it with people that are underage. That's not...
No, it's not cool.
Not cool. Just be smart with it. I just can't picture kids, getting their hands on that stuff. It reminds me of the whole gun thing.
It is, I guess, in that sense, right? Because especially with all these edible things, kids, you got to be careful.
You have to.
Be careful, yeah.
Next, you're going to see memes and I mean, Vines aren't a thing anymore like that, but you're going to see memes of kids all running around high like they're on bath salts or whatever all over
Well,
again.
that or they're eating an entire box of cookies.
Okay, guys.
Anyway,
So yeah, is that your overall advice? What's your advice? That was my advice. What's yours? Is we are one and the same, but we don't share the same brain.
oh, so my advice can't be yours?
I want to hear your advice.
So, my advice is,
Whatever my
be
wife
responsible and be safe, right? And don't, and let's, always consider others, right?
Yeah.
When you're using any kind of sin product, like smoking cigarettes, smoking marijuana now, drinking alcohol, right? Those are all legalized sins.
So how come they're not being done in Sin City? Why is it being done? I'm joking.
I guess it's because everyone,
Everywhere.
like not everyone, but the general public wants to engage in those sinful products, right? They want to consume them, right? Can you imagine if we tried to ban alcohol, like the prohibition? It wouldn't go down well. There's so many people that drink alcohol,
Yeah.
right? Anyway, just be responsible.
Be responsible.
Be an
okay.
adult.
Don't. Oh
Dude,
yeah, and we should make sure we
get with adulting.
get with adult. We
Right?
should make sure we indicate that. They say you can't drive, right? What's the
No.
word? Oh, my bad.
We haven't seen any strange driving since it's been legalized. Just to be clear, everyone thought that
The day of, everyone's gonna go cuckoo.
That the world was gonna turn upside down.
Was it like Y2K?
But I haven't seen in our city. I haven't seen anyone pulled over. That hasn't changed actually, because people don't usually get pulled over anyway. But I haven't seen anyone pulled over more often. Have you?
No.
No, no.
But there's a rule around that though. What's the rule? You can't just like you can't drink and drive.
Yeah,
you shouldn't.
You can't be driving under the influence.
Well, how what's under the influence? Like, what does that mean? Like,
I don't know.
what's the gauge? Because it's not like alcohol in that sense.
So
like
as far as I
smoking.
understand, the police are gonna pull you over, and they're gonna read you a set of jokes.
Are you serious?
And if you laugh, no, I'm.
You're so
And
stupid.
if you laugh at the stupidest jokes, you're under the influence, my friend.
Yeah.
I'll charge you.
Okay. Wow. For a whole second, you had me there. I was an idiot.
I don't know how they're gonna. I don't know how they're gonna
assess you.
gauge that. They have trained officers on how to assess.
They can't do it through a
people driving
breathalyzer.
No, but people driving under the influence. I don't know how they do it though.
And they can smell it. I mean, the thing about it is that you can smell it. But can it be masked? Can marijuana be masked by cologne or perfume? I don't think so.
It's such a strong odor on its own.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
So, anyways, I just want to put that out there because I know that, the whole driving thing, I knew there was something around it pertaining to driving, that you shouldn't be doing it while you drive.
Can't do that either.
Yeah, comment down below and let me know what's your thought on this topic. And I decided to share this with you guys because I know that we have viewers of all over, and not just the US, but we got viewers in Europe. I'm sorry if I haven't been acknowledging you.
It's true.
It's been pointed out to me.
I'm sorry, guys. That's so true. I think Australia actually legalized it. So people in Australia are watching it. I think you guys know.
If you're in Europe, let me know what's the status on that there. I'm not familiar.
Anywhere in the world. Let us know.
Anywhere.
Let us know, if that's the case where things are a little bit more liberal, how it's going down.
Yeah. And like I said, sorry if I haven't fully addressed you guys because it's been pointed out to me that I tend to say our sister country, the U.S., because it's America, it's right there. But, thank you for those of you who are viewing our channel from all over the world.
Guys.
You are so appreciated. Yeah. And we love to hear what you have to say down in the comment section down below, y'all. So thanks for watching.
All right.
And see us next week on the next episode of The Jar.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Love y'all.